Hey everyone, and welcome to Shuriken Skills number 47 here in the Work Smarter Not Harder dojo with me, Tony Harmer, aka the Design Ninja. What we're going to look at today as the third and final part of our mini-series special is using on-image editing in Photoshop to modify hue and saturation. So what I'd like to do here is change the dress that this model's wearing. And this is an image, as you can see, from Adobe stock. And because she's in a green dress with lots of grass in the foreground, I'm going to start off with a rough selection just so that it makes it easier for me to work with the layer mask on the adjustment layer. So I'm going to use the select subject command available in Photoshop CC 2018 and allow that lovely AI powered stuff to make me a selection. You can see that's not half bad at all. I have the quick selection tool active and I'm just going to hold down the Alt or Option key and just drag across this part down here just to remove the part in the arch of her back. Now of course I can modify this and get all of these blades of grass here individually later on, but for now let's get started with that adjustment. So if I click for adjustments here, I'm going to click for a hue saturation adjustment, and then I'm going to click on stapler accident finger, as I like to call it here, for on image editing. And if you click and drag left to right on the image, you can see how you can change the saturation. It's lovely Victorian sort of green hue just there. It's very, very dark, of course. So you can change how much saturation there is in that given area. And if you look at the bottom of the properties here, you can see where it's bracketed, okay, the changes that it's making here. So that's fine if you want to change the saturation in given areas, but what about the hue? Well, this is where you hold down the Command key or the Control key, of course, on PC. And then when you drag, hopefully you can see the hue slider moving around in the properties panel just there. And of course, what other color goes so beautifully with fine red hair like this than, of course, purple. So I can move this right the way across until I get to a purple hue just here like so. And now I've released the Command key and I can change that saturation to get that exactly the way I want it. And then if I need to, I can just tweak the bracketing here. And if you look towards the middle of the dress near her elbow, you'll see how that's changing in the fall off area between the brackets. And there you go. That's your Shuriken skill to practice today and the end of this mini series on image editing. So now we're done and I'll see you next week for another Shuriken Skills episode. See ya.